Yeah, man. So we all, I'm ready for that transition.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
You sure?
It's time for Victor Allen in the new year. Victor Allen's unique new Neo Urban Sports, brought to you by the one the ladies call Sexual Chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Vic.
Nobody ever calls me that name.
Yeah.
So one day,
Daddy called you that. That's where you got
right.
it.
She started that, man.
I didn't start it.
That's
Shit.
Right, she did. There you go. Disclaimer and a hater, boy, with the language. FCC, we're getting better.
I'm sorry.
We're getting better. Hey, you guys,
FCC.
FCC, don't.
That means, okay.
Not on my
Okay.
sports
Okay.
segment.
Okay.
See, he waits to get all of a sudden off the chain.
FCC. I was like, okay.
Hey, you guys, we're going to do a quick new sports because, none of the publishing artifacts that we have prepared, we're just going to have a subject where we're going to find out. I'm going to drop some names. Mario, all you're going to do is tell me which one goes first. And when I say the names, when we start off this 2012, we'll see if we can find out if they are balling, or is it a letdown, big pimping, whatever, or something for the ladies. You guys didn't think I forgot about that, did you? No, I didn't.
Did you add any characters?
No, I didn't, man.
Okay.
But the upset comes when we know there has been an upset. Okay, here it is.
Because that's the sound for the weekend.
You know what? He waits. He waits for that a moment.
That's right.
You wait for
I
the
can
moment.
focus on you
I
now.
know. See, this is the part where you go like, you get your tools and your techniques, and then you just embrace the application, the sound effects, because you don't have to follow the sports. But I like that. He's like the Charles Barkley on steroids. That's
Look
all.
at my face.
That's right. Hey, you guys, here's the names I'm going to say, man, because you want to know who's trending? Well, I'm incorporating the trending with these names, and you tell me who's first. Aaron Rodgers, Dwayne Wade, Tim Tebow, Miss America, Dwight Howard. Which of those names do you want to start off with?
Tim Tebow.
I knew he was going to say that. Okay, all right.
I think everybody else wants to start with Tim Tebow.
Yeah, well, are you a leader or a follower? All right, we now know that you are a leader. Okay, here we go. Tim Tebow. There's a quote. You figure the Tim Tebow thing has died. Already they're trying to dissect the Elway, is he your quarterback for next year? We got that. But there came a comment from an analyst, former football NFL championship coach named Billick. And he said Tim Tebow should lay off the weights. Mario, now I know you go like, what does that have to do with quarterbacking? He actually said it inhibits your fluidity.
I think that Tim Tebow, because of the unique person that he is, knows best what's for himself. And I don't think it's amazing. These people will mess up your game.
Oh, no, there you go with these people. Clarify these people.
In other words, sometimes these experts that come in and try, you have to be careful with that. People who make you adapt what you already do naturally.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying you don't do it, but you just are careful, right? Okay, give other examples.
Right.
Besides quarterbacks' motions, that's a big one. Baseball throwing motions.
You could see it.
Basketball, too. Even though, they work on your mechanics with free throws, and we know they work on your mechanics with delivery.
Right.
And I think Tim Tebow has embraced those because he actually is an example of someone who has improved their mechanics. But there's a fine line always with that for any of those areas because, there are people who complain. Just like with Joakim Noah shooting his free throws.
Right.
Sometimes you can start to change them, then they miss.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if he should lay off the weights. I think whatever Tim, what you've been doing, keep doing that.
Well, let me say
it
this.
Works.
Isn't it true that we don't? And we know there's a lot of muscular men in sports. A lot of them, in all across the landscape of sports. But we don't see what we call even when we go to baseball, you go like, they just don't look like they're cut. All right.
You mean that Roethlisberger should lay off the burgers?
Well, I'm just saying.
Because do you think Roethlisberger? I mean, some of that is the pads he wears, but look at Tim Tebow and look at Roethlisberger.
I know, and what they're saying is, look at Tim Tebow. Everybody admits has a throwing motion of consistency, which I think it goes back to your point. Your point is, hey, man, just get better at what you need to do and you'll get there.
But he's responded to. He actually doesn't fight it.
No.
People are saying, Vic, that the coaching has helped him to improve his mechanics.
Right.
And it has for a lot of people, it does help them. I mean, coaching does help most people. I'm just saying, sometimes you can mess up somebody's thing.
Let me say this. If you had to be in a position of saying, well, anything can work, but let me err to the side what I think is best. One of your quarterback is working out. He's getting more muscular, and he gains 20 more pounds. Tebow's at 236, and he goes to 246, 256 because he want to get muscle. Do you think that'll help him in his quarterback fluidity? Do you think that'll help?
Oh, I don't know. I think that there's a point at which there's too much of things. My issue, and of course, I think everybody will have an opinion. I just actually think the question is, at what point does he think it's too much or too much? And I wonder too. If we actually knew, we may have a different opinion.
Right.
I do think there's a point at which it's too much, but I just think that we'll all disagree on what that is. And then I also say, considering that we'll all disagree,
right,
who should make the call?
Right.
It should be him.
Right.
But I sure would like to ask him.
Right. And
I do think he appears to be a person, again, who takes the advice of professionals. He does.
I'll say this. It's like somebody saying, you guys don't know this. I watch sumo wrestling. And
why?
I said,
you like the uniform.
No, first of all, if you could do a professional sport wearing those uniforms and not have, it's total wedgie from the time you put it on to the time you take it off. So wedge control is not an issue, right?
No, because I wrestled a little bit in high school for a minute, and what's the issue is the other guy spitting and slobbering all over you and sweating. Sometimes your face is up against his,
right.
All this sweat and slobber juice.
Right.
I was like, I'd rather be in football. At least I have a helmet between me and your damn slobber juice.
Okay. Well, see, all I'm saying is that we know that big muscular men, if they were in sumo, it wouldn't work for them. It's just something about what they do with the weight and the foot.
You know what?
You don't see muscular men in.
No, but don't you think that it used to, and even Roman Gabriel, you think back in the past, the big, huge quarterbacks, Plunkett, it always did seem a little that big guys could muscle the football and throw it harder and stronger. Now, if you had accuracy, it is that impression in our mind, right?
Yeah.
Because the bigger ones seem to be able to muscle.
Right.
Well, I don't know what other words to talk. They can throw the ball long, hard.
Right.
And so that's what it is. And so at some point, I think to some degree, his conditioning stuff has helped make his arms stronger.
Yeah. Okay. And
but I just don't know where the end point of that is.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'm not disagreeing with the notion because I've seen, and we've been around people who says, you have to have the conditioning of building your physicality up consistent with you becoming better at your quality of the sport or the position you're playing at. If you dominate the weight room in lieu of what you need to do in other areas, that may affect it. But we do not see the muscular, when we sit back and say Cam Newton, he is coming to be that guy that goes, he's cut, not like most. Ben is not cut.
And it seems to protect you, but okay, doesn't it seem, at least to some degree,
right, that
being bigger helps protect you from injury?
Yes,
doesn't it seem to?
That's the first advantage.
So it seems that Tim Tebow, even staying bulked up, if he plays a little, in other words, isn't it remarkable that he went through all that and takes the hit and he's not hurt?
Well, they say
so he may be able to, and if he just cuts back a little bit from contact, he may be able to sustain himself way better because of his ability to take an actual hit.
Well, they say this. He's known as a rushing quarterback. Hence, his opposing players treat him as a running back. Hence, he has to have that muscularity. Well, they say if you approach it from an accuracy quarterback, those issues don't come into play as the same. And you have to be very careful.
You're in uncharted territory, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I agree. And Cam Newton is showing you muscularity.
That's why you have to go with it, right?
Yes.
See, if I had anybody who was doing anything new or different, and that's just my attitude, we roll with that.
Yeah, yeah.
And you go with that.
He's got to, and I can see people peeling him apart. But before we even do that, we have to put Tim in a category. Because since he lost, and it was an overwhelming victory by the Brady Patriots. Now, Tim Tebow was always something for the ladies. We call it something for the ladies because the ladies just loved him. Now, let me say, Mario, he ended off his season. Is he now still big pimping, balling, Or is he still something for the ladies?
No, I used to say he was balling all the time. Now he's big pimping. And he's in the way, and it is big pimping, but in a different, but in the Tim Tebow way.
Yes.
Which I like the guy, and I like what he's done. And part of why I like him is because there's just always a part of me who roots for the underdog, because I always saw myself and my friends and associates as that. That's who I identify with.
There you go.
I identify for the ones who's struggling to make something out of nothing.
There you go.
So that's, so I like him.
Okay, now we're going to go over to the remaining names and see who you want to pluck now. I had Dwayne Wade, I had Dwight Howard, I had Aaron Rodgers and Miss America. Tell me who you want to pick.
Aaron Rodgers.
Good. That actually is a twofer. Now, I'll explain to you why. Aaron Rodgers. And imagine you right now, Mario. Here you are, this quarterback. You are the man. Tim Tebow's getting all the attention.
Ain't that some shit? Don't you know some of them probably pissed off?
Wait a minute.
Don't you know some of them probably are pissed off, though, Vic?
Yes, they are. But watch how all that goes away. When all of a sudden you hear that somebody who is on stage says, call me, and it's the reigning new Miss America from Wisconsin. She says, call me. Now, Now, wait a minute.
I don't need much invitation. That's enough.
Wait a minute.
I like a sure thing. And a fine woman telling you call me.
Right.
That's as sure as you can get.
Now, Laura.
You have to walk up to her. She said, call me.
Now, Laura Kaeppeler, I want to make sure I cover both. Basically, we talking about this woman. You can go to Google and show her because it's cool. I'm just saying this. It's not that she said, call me. It's the part that's what she was thinking about as she addressed an audience or about to address an audience. So she says it out loud. Now, Mario, here's the first thing that happens. Should Tim Tebow, shows you how I'm all mixed up. Should Aaron Rodgers first go let me call who I'm seeing and tell them don't see me no more? Let me now go and rush and call her? Or do I tell her to Facebook me? Or do I play hard to get? Or do I call my girlfriend and say, baby, I don't pay attention to any of that. I'm for you. Mario, while you're searching there.
They're talking about it, too. I'm going, ooh, wait. So it's...
Come on, man. Which one you going to be?
No, look at this. Look at this. This is the Google search, y'all. Now, I'm pretty quick. I'm pretty quick.
Now, you tell me now. Here,
now, Mac, PMC, now we know we might want to fatten her up a little bit. I don't need to, but I don't know. Laura, you cool with me. If she told me call, I might break my damn finger trying to snap. Where is my phone anyway?
Wait a minute. Now, before you say that, Mario, here's the choices. Because wouldn't you agree that Aaron Rodgers is not a single man, and if he is, it's not?
I forgot.
Okay, now let me just say
no, don't call her, Aaron. I'm sorry, I'm about to get you divorced. Excuse me. Now, but sorry, can I get that number?
Wait a minute. When you get, wait a minute. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to the end of this topic without waiting. If Miss America addresses an audience and says, "Call me," is he automatically something for the ladies, or is he big pimping, or is he just a baller? Come on now.
No, he's married, but it is something for the ladies, because he's a handsome guy. You see him in those commercials, they do these. I don't know if you guys see him where you are, but he's in a series of commercials.
Okay, so are you saying he's a what now? What would you said? What was your decision? Baller?
He's
pimping? It's something for the ladies?
Something for the ladies.
You know what, Miss Rodgers, if there is one out there, be afraid.
Man, she's bad.
Be very afraid.
But every celebrity got every wife of a man who's in them. Every wife. The only woman that don't have to be afraid is the one I don't have. There ain't shit happening over here.
See how he takes it. See, so congratulations,
congratulations to Aaron. Even though Vic breaks out to bust everybody's damn bubble. By just bringing out these married. See, I was all
didn't say married.
I was all into the story. Till you say, of course, Aaron Rodgers married.
I didn't say he was married.
Just bust everybody's bubble.
First of all, I don't know if he's married.
Is he married?
I don't know.
You didn't even know?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he ain't married.
I said if he has a girlfriend.
Okay, you guys, that's worse.
You wasn't listening.
See, that's worse though. See, Vic added cut. See, that's why they don't like media. Vic started some shit. Vic first act like now he said even know if Aaron Rodgers married.
Wait a minute.
Is he or is he not,
this.
you guys?
When I sat there and said, if he has a woman, you took it to marriage.
Okay, watch how I handle this. Watch, I handle this. Men, watch me. I handle this. He has to return the call for purely promotional purpose.
Thank you.
He has to network. Honey, I have to network. Yeah, when I return her call, it has nothing to do with her beauty.
Wonder if she says,
I'm returning
don't
her
call
call
her.
because I need to continue to promote my career. I love you, honey. I love you, sweetheart. I lick the butter from your fingertips.
She says, do not call that woman.
Honey, I have to go and search of the dream.
See, wait a
I
minute.
am somebody.
Wait a minute.
You understand in the way
wait a
what I
minute.
have to do.
So you already admitted that you have to. She has to take.
He has to call. Yeah, wait.
She has to call.
He's a professional. He has to call.
He has to call, right?
Right. Everybody says he has to call. The chat room, everybody says he has to call.
That's right. And if he
We
calls,
showed you her picture that has nothing to do with it.
That's right.
It absolutely has nothing to do with her beauty and that ass. It has nothing to do with none of that fine ass woman, Miss America.
So here it is.
Purely her, because they're very mental. Those Miss Americas, they're very mental.
Let me say what this man gets right now. I'm just saying this. Okay, he may get a threefer. He a baller. Now, of course, they just recently lost, of course, to the New York Giants. But he may be the baller.
She'll help him. She'll help him get over the suffering
and the big pimping. But and he's something for the ladies. Think about this, Mario. Tim Tebow has got everybody, the women, just all behind him. They love him to death. But the one woman who's a Miss America goes after Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
Do you think you have something over Tim Tebow?
No.
If you were told by Miss America, call me.
Yes. You know, I'm still can remember when I used to be able to when I had a bad game, Vic, or a bad day. Remember when the days we used to drown our sorrows in fine ass women? It was,
you know what? Here you go. You go.
I'm just saying. Remember when you were young and lucky enough that when you had a bad day and you could call somebody up to come and comfort your ass? Oh, you know how good that used to be.
Oh, hey, all right. You feel good? Let it out.
It used to be good.
All right, so let me just say this. Unofficially, I'm just saying, just for this call from Miss America, Aaron Rodgers gets ballin', big pimpin', and something for the ladies. He got a threefer from me. He doesn't need to be the most popular through the year. When you get Miss America to say, call me as a display and affection in public, you're the man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I get. And the chat room is agreeing 100%. Every guy, I call. I got to call. I do. I got. PMC. No, hey, you got to do it.
Right. So what?
That's the way it go down.
Right now, you know that. Like I said, I don't know.
And you just started shit. Is he married or not?
I don't know.
See, okay.
I'm assuming this.
I'm a Google it.
Even if he's married or not, there's a problem brewing already.
Oh, because you talking about his girlfriend.
It doesn't matter if it's girlfriend, who he's dating, or married.
Is Aaron Rodgers
when you know
married?
your nemesis.
Man, Vic, I typed, is Aaron?
Yeah.
And it pumped up. The suggestion, it came up. I just typed, is AA?
Right.
And it came up, is Aaron Rodgers married?
Married, right.
So obviously other people want to know.
I'm saying, who cares if he's married?
I care.
No, let me say this.
He has a girlfriend.
Yeah, listen, let me say this. It doesn't matter what status he is. If he's seeing somebody and Miss America says, call me, are the girl or the girls married or whatever? Should they be concerned?
Yeah, they should be concerned anyway.
See, that's what
I'm telling you, first of all, okay, no offense. This is where my poor, when I was younger, Vic, we had attitude, stay on your goddamn toes, shit. Don't be getting comfortable.
Oh.
You know that?
Oh.
And you not think so. You brought it up. I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
And don't like when you're a young man and you balling like you say.
Oh, yeah.
Your attitude toward women is, girl, you need to stay on. You need to stay on your toes.
You don't think I walk in the room?
You can get cut.
I would think of walking in the room and he says, "Here's all these ballers."
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a nice guy or whatever. He says, "You know what? You need to step up with what you have because that's your competition. If you're putting yourself in the room, you want to play the game. You're gonna play the game, and that's the way it works with jocks and superstars and celebrities."
Let me tell you how much the internet is backing you up. Right? I just tried to search to find out, right?
Right.
All I came up was with 15 zillion discussion boards
I told you.
of this topic. But what's funny, you know what's in the discussion boards?
What?
They're fighting. Listen to this. Hey, bitch, how about backing the hell off with someone who has an opposing viewpoint? She has you guys talk a lot of shit about Destiny and Aaron. But if any of you were staring at them in the face, you wouldn't be talking the same. And, man, these women are cussing, oh, you called me a bitch. Honey, I am not afraid to say what I think about someone to their face. Man, they fighting. If he takes Destiny to Hawaii with him for the Pro Bowl, then you know it's serious. These women are in here fighting in the chat room about who Aaron Rodgers, does he have a girlfriend, and they call each other bitches.
See, what did I try to tell you? I said the animals in the room or in the house. I keep saying that. Mario, you think about it now. You think about it. It's like, for say a lot of black men, say it's Idris Elba or Denzel Washington, and here you are with your girl, and he says to her, call me.
Do it.
You're already
Vic, we
in
forget how
DEFCON
women
5.
would act back in the day. Yeah. Here's a comment. I got to read this. This is from Anonymous Veteran. I'm somewhat new here. I've got some questions, some you can answer, please. Who's Lindsay? Have all of Aaron's past girlfriends, including the famous girls people speculate about, been blondes? Have any of them had any other shade than blonde? She wants to know so she can color his hair. We haven't lived. Gentlemen,
no.
Obviously, fellas, we don't live.
No.
Obviously, we never lived.
They don't want that. First of all, they're looking for.
They're conspiring to be,
yes.
They're just conspiring. How you going to see every woman? That's why they have no chance.
I know.
That's why it's hard to be the girlfriend of someone who's so much in the media.
That's right.
And that's why it's hard to be faithful because
it's too much
stuff you've been thinking your whole life.
Right.
And here's the finest woman, and she's all I want to just give you some. Can I just give you some head?
Don't. No, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just
didn't
saying, but
say
can you
that. That's not
imagine?
the show.
Can you imagine though? What does anybody say to Angelina Jolie if while you're standing next? Now she's married now, but imagine she wasn't married.
Right.
If she leaned over and whispered in your ear, "Could you meet me backstage?"
Listen,
what do you do besides pee your pants? Right. What do you do? Tell me, what do you do?
There's only one
you
person.
Just do it.
There's only one person who can trump Miss America, and that's Miss Universe. So Aaron Rodgers has closed off his season having the most popular "Call Me" reference and trumped Tim Tebow. So that's the part that gets me on this story is it's like they say, it's what you do, during the season. He says, but at the end of the game, I won the prize. And the prize is, when will be the next Miss America say something like that to somebody? I'm going, you know what? Be afraid. Be very afraid. That's all I can say.
No, all right. Next Miss America, I'm going to say something nasty.
No, just leave that alone. All right. I got two choices here. You tell me which one to go first. We're going to end it off with D-Wade, Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard. Which one, Mario?
You know what? I like Dwight, but just talking about him seems a little so white bread right now.
Okay.
You know that white bread that was a little square bread that they would give you with the barbecue?
You take this to some bread.
That's right now. I like Dwight, but just talking about him right now is a little boring to me.
It may not be, so
I hope so.
D-Wade?
Okay, yeah, because Dwight, I think that's more exciting to talk about right now.
Well, it's not as much as you think. We just want to acknowledge that.
Because they're hot. They're hot as a team.
No. See, you leading.
And he's got Gabrielle Union.
No. Oh, it's all old news.
Okay.
Today's new news.
Okay, what's the new news?
He's 30 years old today.
Uh-oh.
You know what that
You got 15 more years with your penis.
That's all I'm saying.
Your penis got 15 more years.
See, this is what I'm saying. He's
Put it
30.
to good use, Dwayne.
He's in the 30 club. That crept up real fast.
I know.
Hey, look, and notice this, Mario. During the period of time here, he is injured, not playing, and not expected maybe to play against the Spurs. So we're talking about a period of time where your body starts to break down. D-Wade likes to go and use his body quite a lot. He likes going to the hole. It pays a price.
I understand Gabrielle agrees with you.
I'm going to transition.
I like to imagine him going to the hole.
I'm going to transition.
Can I get a YouTube video of him going to the hole?
You know, when you take it there, I can't apologize. Because you took it to a place.
You're talking about his body flesh. He's got Gabrielle Union. That's the most legitimate connection for any discussion.
Much respect to you, D-Wade.
You got to discuss
Thumbs up
that.
for your woman, your choice. Get well. You're 30. You can't go back now, bro.
You know, so I ain't dating no sports athletes. I couldn't get me no woman soccer player.
Yeah, that's okay, but you may not get them because you're actually down up in the dungeon.
Oh,
all right.
Well,
Now,
Vic you obviously see one thing about Vic can date women. We talk about we're going jogging. I say if I got to get a girlfriend talking about some jogging shit, I'll be like, can you imagine? Let's go jogging, Mario. What the hell you think I?
It's so funny because I
Jogging.
just had somebody picked up at the airport and it's exactly say you want to go
See,
hiking.
well, that's why
Go
you like
hiking.
women like that.
You
You
know
like
what?
those athletic can still run women.
Well, you like home improvement women?
I like women with handicaps.
All right, I'm changing the subject right now. This is ridiculous. See, you going? I'll send all your emails to him. I didn't say anything like that.
All right,
here we go. D-Wade is in the news today, but I think Howard trumps him. There's
Why?
a new interest for a team he likes to go to, Mark.
Yes, that's why I knew it was gonna be some interest shit. That's why they want to talk about. I knew the only thing you could talk about. Not you, Vic. Not you.
Right.
It's not your fault.
Right.
But they keep just friggin' talking, and that's the one that they keep talking about.
Right.
That finally, I'm just finally like, you know what? I'm bored with it now. If you go somewhere you ain't,
The problem is,
stay the hell
a
home.
lot of people have been saying it on his behalf. This one, he said
Who?
himself. The Clippers intrigues him. Now
Oh,
imagine.
I was supposed to get a
now-
hard. Whoa, well, where's the bell?
Wait a minute.
Wow, crowd.
Wait a minute. Mario, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You got, wait, you're going to tell me you
Vic,
get D-Wire.
Vic, they're so hungry
Howard.
for a story that because look at that.
He said it.
So
He said it.
so
Now, wait, that doesn't
that's
mean
a
anything
story.
to you. You go listen to
See,
politicians
this
and
is why
it's
I'm bored.
crickets.
This is why I'm bored with. This is why I'm bored with the Dwight Howard discussions because everybody's so hungry for a clue. They're like he pooed it toward L.A. I don't know.
No,
I'm just saying.
Man, this is the guy that
He
don't
said
like Kobe.
Clippers intrigue him.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
Rob.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Okay,
So if he ends
whoopee.
if he ends up on the Clippers, is it a big story?
Yeah, if he ends up anywhere, it's a big story.
No.
It isn't.
if-
Maybe
okay,
tell me where he
Cleveland,
can go.
Cleveland.
That's a huge ass story.
Why is that huge?
Because they don't talk now. Compare. Can he do what LeBron didn't
Wait a
do?
minute, wait a minute. That's
Dwight
not a
Howard
story.
takes over
That's-
LeBron
Come on.
James,
He'll be okay.
and he plus going to that cold weather. He don't have the right clothes for this. Where's he from anyway? He's not used. Is he from Florida somewhere? Or something?
I think so. I'm not sure.
How's he gonna go to? How's he gonna go to?
See, that's what
Cleveland?
I'm saying. A
It's
story.
gonna kill him. That food
First of all-
and the weather's gonna kill him.
First of all, the agents around him are smart. They said go to markets that have merchandise, have strong media, everything.
PMC said Cleveland would be a good look.
Why?
I don't know. Tight fast, PMC.
Yeah, why? Why?
Vic said why.
First of all,
he
look
just
at the
PMC
players.
said,
If you had
people
LeBron-
took that seriously.
Look, if I'm D. Howard and I go, you guys had the best player on the planet and he didn't stay. What makes you think I'm going to get better love?
I'm not saying he's gonna. He might get the same love. They loved him. I mean, this is like. See, I treat it just like this is why I make the obviously sex references.
See? You
Comparing
can make better
the
references.
city of Cleveland's love for LeBron James to a unattractive man's commitment to the first cute girl who shows him attention is an obvious, I'm sorry,
Wait, but
comparison.
do you watch
now, y'all may not
Basketball
like
Wives?
that. Y'all
Do
may
you
not like
watch
that.
this.
But is that
Watch
not
this.
what it really
Watch
represents?
this. Do you watch Basketball Wives?
Do you
Which
one?
watch any of the you watch the girls who actually hang out with the jocks, right?
Right.
Have
I
you-
know about Dwight's old lady. I was watching her. You can't watch her without imagining Dwight Howard doing her.
see,
and see, Big Bay, now then he blames me for bringing up sex. See, he brings up the
I
topic,
brought
and then he lets
up-
me get dirty, so I
I
can take
brought
criticism.
up-
No, he brought up Dwight Howard's old lady, like that little girl, she's fine doing the splits.
Wait a minute.
You thinking about him boning her from the first
I
time?
didn't say that.
In fact, don't we watch Dwight? Don't we watch Basketball Wives to look at the wives that the basketball player's been boning? That's why I watch. I don't know about y'all.
I actually
why else do
watched
y'all
it
watch?
to see if they act, their craft.
What? I like to see who they've been boning. I like to see that good shit.
You see when he takes my stuff. He takes my sports
You brought it
segment
up.
and takes the word.
You brought it up.
You're supposed to say they have romantic interests.
Oh, hell
and they
no.
want to have sex.
They got some
stuff like
implants,
that.
but
why
some of
you-
that shit is
you have to-
natural.
Notice the FCC goes like, just go to the new sports segment. He just lets his words go all out the door. Mm-hmm. See?
You brought up basketball wives. That's an invitation to curse.
All right, you know what? Let me say this. Because I didn't do this with D Wade. I'm gonna do this right offhand because you got to pay respects to him. Baller, big pimping, or something for the ladies. I think I know the answer though. What is D Wade, man?
He's baller.
He's baller. He's straight
But he's
baller.
also big pimping, and he's also for the ladies.
You think so? Not if Gabriel got him.
And you know what? To
Gabriel
tell you the
Union
truth,
is locked that
Dwight
out.
is too. Dwight is too.
Well,
They're
he's balling. He's done.
But he's also big pimping, and he's also for the ladies.
What's when he got NBA
He
wide?
just needs to put a helmet on that soldier, so he stopped having babies with him.
All right. You know what, you guys?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying this. This story will continue on. I'm going to save some of it because we're running long. My new sports is done, man. I'm ready to get out of here because I realize my segment gets trashed a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's Victor Allen's Neil Urban look at sports. New sports. Hot, sexy. Thank you for tuning in to New Sports.
You know what?